What do you do if you're afraid of flying, but you like to travel? Hi, I'm Morgan, and this is a travel tip. If you're afraid of flying, you are not alone. About 40% of Americans are afraid of flying, and between 2.5 and 6% of people worldwide have a true phobia of flying. One thing that makes it worse if you have a fear of flying is confirmation bias. And so if you are already afraid of something, you will look for evidence that that thing is as terrifying as it feels to you. A Harvard psychiatry professor sums it up great here. If you believe planes are dangerous, then every time you see an article that talks about a plane and something happening, you're going to go, yeah, look, see, there's the evidence it's dangerous and I should be afraid of it. And as she states, but if you look at the statistics related to accidents in aircraft, it's actually pretty safe. But I know that that statement does not make anyone who is afraid of flying feel better. So what can you actually do? So I'm going to cite some different sources across the internet, and then I'm going to give my own personal opinions on what you can do to make it easier if you're afraid of flying. Exposure therapy is one of them. So it's the idea that exposing yourself to something over and over will calm down your limbic system, and so you don't have that immediate response when something happens. So what exposure therapy might look like, most of these are things you can do from home. Watch YouTube videos of planes taking off, watch them of planes actually flying, listen to the audio of flight in turbulence, and go to the airport and watch planes take off. And the final one is to actually get on a plane. Exposing yourself to it over and over will, in theory, help your body not react so strongly. It's also recommended that you distract yourself, so try a crossword puzzle or a Sudoku, or get into a book that you really like reading. The final thing this article cites is that you should work through your discomfort by focusing on why you're flying in the first place. So if you are going on vacation and you really, really need this vacation, spending the time that you feel like you're freaking out, saying, okay, I'm really scared right now, but I'm going to be on a beach tomorrow. If you're going to go see loved ones, or maybe you are going to an interview for a job that you really need or really want, you can focus on those during the flight and it may help you. But I also found this from National Geographic. They have 7 tricks to help you manage your anxiety when you have a fear of flying. This first one is really cool because it's different than a lot of the other advice out there for how to get over your fear of flying. So this one will immediately help you calm down. It'll help you lower your heart rate, cool the body with chilled food and drinks. The second one from the Nat Geo article is to try to work on your breath and your breathing. So slowly breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. They also say that you should pack sensory aids like sour candy or things that you can touch and feel. Embracing touch if you're traveling with someone that you don't mind holding hands with or having help you in some physical way. Create a mantra before flying that will help challenge your intrusive thoughts, and try counseling. I think these are all great recommendations, and now I have a few of my own. My first suggestion is to look at your flight attendant. It might make your flight attendant feel a little weird to have you staring at them while you're taking off or during turbulence or during landing or whatever phase of the flight that makes you really uncomfortable. However, if you have a direct line of sight with the flight attendant, this could be helpful for some people who are afraid of flying. Flight attendants fly all the time, and they usually have multiple flights per day. They know the ins and out of the plane. They know what it feels like, what it sounds like, and they know all of the different scenarios that are going on and are typical of that plane and of flight. So diverting your attention during the parts of the flight that are making you nervous towards the flight attendant, you're able to look and see, okay, I feel this way on the inside, but I'm looking at this person who has insider knowledge of what's going on and is an expert in this scenario, and they're calm. It may not be helpful for everyone, but for some people, having that kind of human-to-human connection, it may help you calm down your nervous system a little. There are lots of different reasons that would make someone a nervous flyer, and some of it has to do with claustrophobia, so it's not necessarily plane-based. It's just that you're stuck in a tube and you can't go anywhere, and that triggers a lot of people's nervous systems. For some people, it may be helpful to sit in a window seat. So some people that may make it worse, but for some people, sitting in a window seat may be helpful, being able to look out and see where you are in reference to the ground. If you're a nervous flyer and you found something that works for you, or you've heard of something that you think may be helpful, leave it in the comments and maybe it'll help somebody else.